Recover. Don't worry with the praise singers. Don't worry. Na tamu ya Bakaunda ama praise singers eko bali. Na tamu ya kwa Rupia Banda ama praise singers eko bali. Na tamu ya ba Edgar Lungu ama praise singers eko bali. Bale bepo fio bakatika timukawina my election. Fyabufi. Bali pora bakainde. Ubunga more than 300 kwacha. Fio more than 17 kwacha. Load shedding. Mure angala imwen. Fertilizer more than 1000 kwacha. Ero mure bepa kateka tiyo. Akawina. Mure ibepa. Na barupia banda bale babepa. Na barungu bale babepa. Ma pressinga. Bakandire. Basakala nyongo. Basatana bamkukuru. Balala nkwibe. Lalo shipure nkwibe. Babu fidi bakandire. The game is over. Bola ya lipua. Bola ya lipua. Whether they like it or not, bola ya lipua. Ama Zambia ni kulala mroad shedding. Ati akainda kawina my election. Fuel more than 17 kwacha per liter. Erwa ebe ama Zambia ni bakala fuel by 12 kwacha. And they are telling the president, no bakateka bakawina. Kwa bada ama pressing as time ya Bakaunda. Tabapua, that demon of pressing as they are there. Those demons that were praising Marupia Banda, they were there. Kwa libapu walilanda Marupia Banda bakapona. Ama kadazi. Bamusela kwa kaba. Balala nkwibe. Balala shipula nkwibe. Mure angala imu. Kwa libafu ya abantu wabo balaba ishibi kwako balaba pela kwenda lama. Na bampele nda lama. Elu ambo kurumba. No, he's going to win election. Na anabomba sana. If you have bombele balungu across the country, bapona my election. Panga ma overbridge. Akainde ma overbridge yanga pangirepo. Fuel 17 kwacha barungu bali poleme. Akainde fuel alifika na 35 kwacha per liter. Are you sure? Because mule rumba. Eko baba abantu abatumpa barumba. Na beshwa president na bale rumba. Instead of telling the president the truth, economy yali unaika. Abantu bale lale nsala. Fuel yali dola. Load shedding. Fertilizer yali dola. Transport yali dola. And you are telling the president, oh, Akainde is going to win the second term. Barupia Banda. Batekela menezi. Abena Zambia ba ifumisha Barupia Banda. After leaving mwana wasafwa. Barupia Banda batekela how many years? Ama Zambia ni abomure muna te bakutwela ko musamwa. Bachabe, barafumia. Nde uvuna rose bamutela Bakainde echirema. Because abade babe pobu faka butuka. Twali monapo babutuka abantu. Kaunda. Eko bali abadela ndati kumululesa. Kaunda panshi. Kaunda okupona my election. Na ICZ line na kwata. Na ba police na kwata. Na ba civil servant na kwata. Barupia Banda bali kwete ICZ. Bali kwete kuminwe. Na ba police abade balonda. Na ma pressing azeko bali rumba. Aba MMT. Bali ponene. Ba Edgar Lungu aba pangira ma airport. Pama airport bale bombenchito. Pama toll gate bale bombenchito. Ifpatala mwalingira ba doctor na ba nurse. Ama skuru ba teacher balingira. Na bana be skuru bale sambira. Na free education from grade 1 to grade 7. No bunga 120. Bali pole na my election. Badeko badi ama pressingers abade babarungu ati bakawina. Pressingers are always there. So you the Zambian people don't worry with the pressingers. Lekeni bale rumba. Bakadila in next year. Bakadila. And I want to advise President Akainde Echilema. If your government yenu ngakuliko omwo mwafyenga. Pali munia Zulu bachitotela bachilangwa. Abena Bowman ngakuliko omwo mwafyenga. One of them lesa demu mfama people yako government yonte akawine. Because God is a God of love. God is a God of justice. Ndebwe keshapo. Pali ababonse mwakaka. Pali chitotela, chilangwa, munia Zulu, Bowman. Ababonse mwakaka. Ababonse mwapo kama seats. Ngakwale wapufe umwo mwafyenga. God is going to teach you a lesson. Mushuke ngatapali omwafyenga. Be lucky. But nga pa fye omufyenga mwamufyenga aya kujeri arechula ashaba na nabakashi. God is going to listen to that one, and you the UPN you are going to lose election. And the reason why mkalushira my election, because God would be happy to set that man free from prison. Gakurifya umo mwafyenga vya na paisha mutima mwalishi bati kwena tu alimufyenga ngani chitotela. Ngachakwa ati mwani mufyenga ngani chilangwa. Ngachakwa ati mwani mufyenga ngani muni yazuru mwani mufyenga. Ngani boma ni mwafyenga. The reason why mukapona my election, lesa lefuwa tukamu government ikesa bata set free. So ngachakwa ati kwa bafyo mwafyenga. Lesa touch God is yesterday to done tomorrow. So the cry and the tears of that person who is in prison. Lesa aka mitamfia no kutila mkarusa my election. There is a wind that is coming that will be unstoppable. And when that wind will blow, takwakabe dio abani banani awe. Takwakabe. Because all to me batamumfwa. Na landa shan. Padi aba umwakaka. Nga padi bako fe umo omwafyenga. Unless lesa takwaba. Mkawina my election. Nga chakwaba dikwadi bafye umo omwafyenga. Aruma sales. Elo lesa le umfwa pepo fya lerila. Lesa alalenga mukapone. Pakwe bati government ikesa ikabafumie muma sales na mu prison. Efyo lesa bomba. God is a God of justice. God is a God of love. Salafi ne Bible ando kweba atikwadi wakwete mpange shiri 100. Ero wakwete mpange shiri 100. Imwe yali ruba. Uro wakwete 99 alisha. Amkufu inga. Imo. That's how God works. So padi aba. Abena chilangu, abena chitotela. Abena munia zuru. Abena bomani. Aba mdala mbaka kile manje 8 years ba mdala baka kile Western province. The parifie umofie o mwafyenga. I can bet unless lesatewa pange ntanda, unless lesatewa panga kasuba, unless lesatewa pange fimana, unless lesatewa panga mensho munwa bonse ba politician mukawina my election. If there is only one, God will set free that man by you, the whole entire UPN to lose election. Because God is a God of love. God is a God of justice. Le salam kufwa impanga imo. Irubile. So, impanga, padishi, obo mwakaka. Da kuliko fye umwafyenga. Kwena lesa, alalanga. Nga chakweba ti Yesu Kristu tafwile, tafierwe. Your government will survive. Nga chakweba ti Yesu Kristu tafierwe. Taba mshite crucify. Tabuka kubafwa. And is not seated on the right hand side of God. You are going to survive. I'm telling you, only one person. Padi abamwakaka. Padi kufomo mwafyenga. Umo. You are losing election next year. So that ingamwarusa my election. Lesa. Akese bafumia. Balabonsa bakakwa. That's how God works. And you cannot understand the powers of God. You can't understand the wind of God. God is a God of love. God is a God of justice. That's why Ilesa alilanga mu bantu. Pante tusende omuntu ushakwata omulandu wa mutwala kujere. In the name of tusende city yakwe. Nga chakweba okweba ati kwali bako omuntu omwafyenga. Pali ababonse. Ababutuka outside the country. Nabali mukyalo. Nga kuliko fyo omwafyenga, you know that kwali mwali bafyenga. Unless Ilesa takwaba mukawina my election. But if there is only one person, I can assure you, God is still working. He has never disappointed his own people. And I can assure you, you are going to learn what God can do. If there is only one, God is going to kick UPN out of government, so that the government of justice and peace will come and set that prisoner who is in prison free. And this will happen. So you, your UPND members, and you, the people, musende ama peni mwambi okulemba. So that Ilesa ilange. Nga chakweba ati bachilangwa. Bali abalema. Bala bachilangwa ba member of parliament abalema. That person who is disabled. Nga chakweba okweba ati. Mulu bali. Fia chitike. Tarimo. Elo mwa mtuwala kujere. Brothers and sisters, God is the God of the disabled people. God is listening. God is going to kick out you PND. Mwala munefi alachitika. Alo mwala to tatilesa kwenye kwaba. This confusion that is happening in South Africa, it is not the confusion of mankind. It's spiritual. Ngamule itamba bole lechitikapa. It is spiritual. So sometimes you cannot understand it. Wamulefu athati obarungu beso babashike, obarungu babashike ku South Africa na ngukuno. There is a spiritual battle that is happening. Only the truth shall set them free. And when God wants to unveil something, you might think it is drama. Lesangale for kuseba nyabantu. Lesangale for kufumie fya fisama. You might think it is drama. And you might think, why is these things happening like this? Baka undelo bafuide. Tafyako sele pwefi. Ba mwana wa selo bafuide. Tafyako sele pwefi. Wa chirubelo bafuide. Tafyako sele pwefi. Ba maiko satelo bafuide. Tafyako sele pwefi. But why on Edi Kalungu? That is a question you have to ask yourself. And I want to speak it again. I want to speak it. Ngacha kwa kuliko umo. Uwabamo involved. Mwida shakwa lungu. Na hee na task mu 2026. Unless le satawako. Le nga kuliko umo. Uwabamo involved. Mumfwa yaba lungu. Ukuba titikisha. Na hee na 2026 tafike. Unless le satawako. Le sange kwa ba. Ali ngilo kuilanga. Na ale mieba ati. Ngamule ibukisha. Na ale mieba ukweba ati. I saw darkness and light was fighting. Even alandile. Na landed. I saw light and darkness was fighting in Zambia. That's what I said. Na nimiebe le bonso kulanda ati. Mukalamu nefuta mwa monapo. That's what I said. Lelo. Bada ula 129 million. Mwebela Zambia ngamwa kuchipatala. Ngamwa kuchipatala takusangwa miti. Lelo muti wachite expire wa 129 million. O baka mkuposa mkocha. And do the people you go in the hospital, bale mpero to paper takwaba muti. Are you not ashamed as a country where your brothers and sisters are dying in hospitals and the medicine is getting expired on the shelves of government? Are you not ashamed? What kind of nonsense is that? And when we speak, you the Zambian people don't want to speak. Ngamwa kuchipatala bale mipero tuma pepala kashiteni umuti nishumu tumusipata na bali kwa tomu tuwate expire 129 million umuti baka posa wali se expire. And you the Zambian people, because there is darkness on your faces, you can't see. Only those who have got spiritual eyes that can understand. You can allow people dying in hospitals umutule to expire. Muma shelves. What is the power of FIFO? Mweba berenga higher purchase. What is the power of FIFO? FIFO means that first in, first out. First in, first out. Abantu tabakwe tomuti. Aba ku Zimbabwe na ngutabakwe tomuti aba ku Malawi. Imona mkwa tomuti ulebola. Chama mwasenda uli omuti mwapela ku Congo. Mwabula uli omuti mwapela ku Zimbabwe ngatakuli omuti. Then ukulabo show omuti wale expire. And you the church you are watching. And you the people educated you are watching. Are you not ashamed as a nation where you can have 129 million medicine to be expired, which has expired, and they will throw? And you call that is good governance. And you are a blessing outside there because you don't think, your mind is polluted with demons. You can't understand that your brother, your uncle is dying in hospital without medicine. Are you not ashamed as a nation? Mulea mufipatala bale membelo to paper. Umutulete expire. And you are supporting that nonsense. When are you going to open up your mind? When are you going to open up your minds so that God can bless you? Ichilachila unagamule tamba. Umuti. Mwaba shasa mbilila 129 million ama boxes ya miti wade posa na abola expired medicine. When you go in the hospital, no medicine, and somebody comes and tell you there is good governance, there is poor governance, gacha kweba tu muti ulebola ule stay expire elo muchipatala bale milembelo to paper muti wa shani ule stay expire because kwa diba aba sambilila higher purchase mwadi bo tweeted FIFO card if our grassroots media iskulu tuwa kwa uta research marketing tuwa research There is what we call first in and first out. That's why ngama supermarket. Yalama supermarket yo muyamo. Ngamuasanga product na ichipa. Mule lole shepadi expired date. Because they are looking at first in first out. Na chakwebo kweba ati ya mwamukushita kofi na mwamukushita efiri fionse. Mwaisangiro mutengo wali durire. Ela bambo kumilanga ati na chipa. Just know that ila product yala stay expire. So they want to phase it out from the shelves. So why keeping medicine when Zambian people have got no medicine? And you are a praise singer. But they from Chipatata Mutimu expired. Who has witched you? Where did you come from? Where did you come from, you the Zambian people? That you cannot understand the truth. And because you are praise singers, you can't understand why we talk. You can't understand. Tamulelolesha why we talk. Muna kwati nga tuwalande pali Akainde, we hate him. Muna kwati we are the enemy of Akainde Echilema. No, we are not enemies of the president and we are not enemies of the government. This government must work and we do things accordingly. But because tamumfwa, muna kwati nga tuwalande pali HH, we are the enemies. People are dying in the hospital and we want us grassroots media to support Akainde. We want us grassroots media to support HH and this failed government. When medicine is getting expired on the shelves, when the Zambian people that got no medicine, 129 million what is to expire. So you are educated. Mwaba sambirila banoko tabako etomuti muchipatala what is to expire. Ele bale kurembera ka paper banesi. And these nurses and doctors tabako atoruse. Bana lembe paper tikashitenu mutu ku pharmacy. Government medicine, let's expire. Why are you treating our brothers and sisters like this? Why are you running a government like this? You the people. Is it demons? What is happening? Ma demons are sticker or what? Umutuwa 129 million. Uku start expire ma shelves ya government. And you, when you go to the hospital, they are telling you there is no medicine. They are telling you there is no medicine. Me, I don't care whether medicine was getting expired in MMD time in UNIP and the PF. There must be an order for a new government. The problem that we have got people. That's why I tell Akainde Echilema. I tell him off to say, Akainde, the people that are campaigning you are the people that are surrounding you. Surely, how do you allow Umu to 129 million to stay expire? But Akainde Rabala Community House. Ubunga, Akainde Abusangere 120. Ubunga wafika 350 to 400 kwa Akainde Retamba. Asanga mataba ashtisha. And when we talk about Akainde Echilema, you think we hate him. The problem that we have in this country, when we talk about HH, you think we are enemies of Akainde Echilema. We are not enemies of Akainde Echilema. In fact, we are helping him. Because in media, they are what we call watchdogs. That monitors, a watchdog media monitors good governance and also bad governance. That is the work of media is in categories. Media is not about entertainment. Media is also about checks and balances. But because mwebela Zambia, abengi mwalitwalo mupurwe. Elongo wakuchipatala wasanga takuri umuti. I don't care. What I care is for that poor woman of Murobesi. What I care is for that poor person who are Ukaromo, that poor person of Southern Province, that poor people, those poor people of Eastern Province Muchinga, those people have got no money. Why are you punishing our own people? Bada kuchipatala, takuri umuti, umuntu waya fakunganda, takwe tendalama. And you the nurses nama doctors, mwalibere sha, mule sondo tu paper mule lemba, kwa turo muntu mula mfureshe endalama. The reason why people they vote for a government is to access free medicine, not free papers where you write nonsense. We are not going to allow this nonsense to continue in this country. Because abantu na abengi bali tumpa. Nandeba Akainde Echilema. Bala kustati campaign aba. Tomfwa. Minister of Health umutule to expire. And you the Zambian people are supporting. Abantu bala to export amalight. Na mwikala munga ndoko abula amalight. You are supporting them. You don't love yourselves. Minister of Energy is campaigning Akainde Echilema. Zesco is campaigning Akainde Echilema. But because you don't understand the power of campaigning somebody, but Akainde Lavekala Community House, bazesko bale bale campaign ushaka indero walikuwa opposition ala ndia tukaba load shedding. So if he said there will be no load shedding, which company is campaigning him? Bale mwe okwe batiyo bakateka legentu eshamalite, punishing your own people. People are living in load shedding and you are enjoying that drama, campaigning the president. Some of these pressingers, these are useless pressingers you are seeing. Langubaisa papa media bale tukana. They don't think, they are fools. Because they don't know the power of campaigning the president. Echo bale mwati akainde vafine ngani nendeke aikila balungu bale kwele ndeke baikila. Na abantu bale bakonka. Ikuisa lungu okwairo kushadi abantu. Everywhere, people they were going there, they were flocking to see Lungu, but they lost power. But because you are a pressing, you are useless, you are a fool. You don't think. You think like when we talk about Akainde Echema, we hate him. In fact, me, I love him because I tell him the truth. Because Abela Zambia, they are not going to allow Ukuvote Akainde, but I'm Kuvota. Last week, next week I come Kuvota. This week, I'm Gustomu to Muchipatala. Everybody umfatu muntu wa expire. Tulamwe Bakainde tomfwa. Abantu bashitomuti. Bafisa. That is demonic. That is demonic. Bashitomuti bafisa. What do you have today? Umuti wali expire. Of 129 million. Walishiba 129 million. 129 million walishiba. Walishiba 129 million. Nga wafora yobaku foresha 129 million. Kuti waria wakota wafo washa. 129 million. Tendera mayakunyira kwa mafiyo. That is wasting taxpayers' money. Mwaku India, mwasenda 129 million. Mwapela ba India. Iliempi asha ku India. Mwasenda omuti. Mwasenda omuti mwasa posa pakamana. That's what it is. Nish, what is the purpose of having the Ministry of Health? What is the purpose of having people educated in government offices? Because they understand the power of FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. Tamwa ishiba, mune akuma skuru. That's why ngaturela na chile tukalipa. Foba akuma skuru, foba start research every day. We are researching about the kingdom of God. We are researching about the economy. We are researching about what happens in the country. Abasa mbirila pala beshofi ondelanda. Nangumuka muma supermarket. Kwa libanga baleta, for instance, I'm going to give an example. Milkit. Milkit laba na banua. Ama boxes are retaining gaisa. Elo ya ingila mu supermarket. Bala ibika pa ma shelves. Ya moya shala kulia kuwe house. So, again, ila milkit nga ilepwa. Ba mkuoda imbi. Ila milkit iya ishile first. Bala itula pa shelf antiwe apwa. Elo baka lete ilia last consignment yo bashitile. So that the first in must go out. Nomba umuti yo bale shita. Bale bika ma shelves. Abantu abaruwala meeting bale yashite expire. Ama yala visa. Abantu bangaba. Aba papa yala visa. Tuwale umfata yala visa na shota. But yashite expire. Does it make sense? And you expect America to give you money when umuti ulebola panani pana pama shelf. Their people can't monitor. Ngamwaishi bokweba tumuti wala onaika kwa shala 4 months. What do you do? Mwala kumalawi kani umali kwata sana omuti mwala kumalawi mwatuma basambilira. Okay bane ifuna tukwata ko omuti ku Zambia ifo tulefuaya tumipereko so that na monga mwale to wanyu munga tupereko bala stand 4 months before mwala kumalawi mwala kuboswa no kuli crisis kali ku Zambia mwali kwa temiti sana ishakoba lishirebola. You go to other countries and government to government you talk. Okay, for mutu wesu ule wala stay expire kwa shala 6 months. So ifo tuwala chita tuwala mipila kwa boxes ya mutu ba Malawi. Ifo tuwali kwa temiti shingi nango ba Angola. Government yala tuwala mutu kwa Angola mwamfwana. Muna uboba ndelanda. Then ishila meeting sha because we are looking at the expired date. Abantu bala bomvya shile miti. Then bana after some time nango mwala bashitisha pa cheaper price. So that at the end of the day, we don't kill our people with what? Mwebala Zambia malikuwa temi teaching. But here we have a problem in this country. Anyway, mwalibela lo kufua. Mule fua. Elo lelongo ku UTH bakuwa tishitomuti. Ule lole shabane sabale kulembela ka paper. Mulipa ka Romo hospital. Mweba kuchinsari. Mweba kurusa kabale mirembelo tu paper tikashiteni umuti. That is mockery on the poor people. Is that medicine that got expired. It is because of you are not giving out to the people, and some of the people that have died because there is no medicine in hospital. And today, when I speak as grassroots media, Muretukana, and you think me I hate Akainde Echirema, I tell Akainde Echirema the truth. The people that hate me are the criminals. Because they know that I'm a giant in politics. That's why they will do nonsense. But I tell him the truth. Because Akainde Echirema, he came in government to work. That's Mkwangala. So guys, Mkwangala, it's better I tell resign. If Akainde can allow medicine to get expired, let him resign. If Akainde can allow people living load shedding, he has to resign. If he can allow high cost of living high, then what is the purpose of having a government? What is the purpose of having a president in State House? What is he doing in State House? That is the question. We are not keeping a robot in the State House. No, it's a president who should work. So if things are going wrong in the country and we have got a leader there, there is a problem there. When I tell Akainde Echirema, you are not a robot. You are not a traffic light. No, your duty is to work. What you want to traffic light yala bomba green na red ya isana yale ila chinja makala. The one the president is in his State House, the whole entire system belongs to him. He has to monitor what is happening. Abantunga balenda tamuri muti muchipatala. What is happening? That's why alikuwa tama workers. Government alikuwa tama workers in every department to monitor. Kwa baba sita monitor icharo vo chirenda. Kwa baba sita protect icharo. Tabalala every throughout. Kwa baba sita monitor what is in the hospital. Aba sita monitor agriculture. That is their work. Number ama ministries balelala. Mwao domu to 129 million was to expire kuposa. When the Zambian people in Mulobezi, when the Zambian people in Testes in Kaoma, they have got no medicine. And you are a press singer seated there. And you are saying, no, we have got a government. We have got a failed government. A government of they are destroying things in the country. They don't care for the poor people. We want the government that will look after the poor people. The government that every ministry work. Every ministry ya kwaka inde taibomba. Minister of Agriculture taibomba. Minister of Labor taibomba. Ama truck drivers bale chula. Aba ichenga baya ku Congo bale lale nsala. They are beaten in Congo. Nothing is happening. Truck drivers are living like orphans. They are paid them a Philippine. Mula lola chakatundu wa truck driver basenda. Na senda kopa. At the end of the month, wale mpela 3,000 kwacha. How much ama truck you are sending per month? Aya kopa. Ma billion. But the truck drivers paid the peanuts. And do the Zambian people don't want to talk. The government doesn't want to talk about a poor truck driver. But they are carrying expensive. Katundu. Look at a poor driver. Look at the poor driver. Look at the poor truck driver. If you have send a truck, na send domwa na send the kopa. The government doesn't care. Look at the truck you sender. How much money are they collected from Zedalae? But a person driving copper from Congo, passing through Zambia, going to South Africa, or from Copper Belt, or from Northwestern, send the copper to South Africa, risking not sleeping in their homes. They are paid 3,000 kwacha at the end of the month. Are you not ashamed as a government? Are you not ashamed as a country? People that are contributing to the development of this country are paid peanuts. They are slaves. And the government is there watching. A truck driver, la mumpanga, moto kangafwa, yafwa lingukulonda kopa, risking life. At the end of the month, they are paid my 3 pin. What is 3,000? The people that are contributing in the growth of the economy, because that dollar ire bomba, ama fees, but send dalama because of a driver. They send the katundu ya tula. But at the end of the month, they are paid 3 pin, and the government is watching. And you call you have got a government. We need a government that will look after the truck drivers. We are looking at a government that is going to improve the lives of the Zambian people. That is the government we want. And we need a leader. Akainde Ngarafi, let him resign. It's not an insult to resign. There are so many leaders that have resigned for failure to fulfill their promises. There are so many leaders. So when Akainde resigns today, it's not going to be a miracle. It will be a plus to the poor Zambians. Because we are not going to allow Akainde Chilema moving from community house, going to state house. We are not going to allow President Akainde Chilema driving from community house, going to state house to go and work. Just wasting time, driving on the roads every day. Making noise of the saloon. The sirens. When the poor people are living load shedding. He's leaving his home, going to the offices to go and do what? When there is load shedding. When medicine are getting expired on the government shelves. And you are a Zambian outside there. Because you want to support a failed government. We don't hate Hakainde Hichilema. Personally, I don't hate him. I love him. But let him work as a leader. He's the owner. He's the one who represents this country. So his government, the people that are campaigning Hakainde Hichilema, are those that were in government. Because you, the Zambian people, don't want to understand. Why should I hate the president? I know the 3 legs of government. Each department must deliver. Executive. Police, lawyer, judge, farmer, teacher, truck driver, for the country to develop. Every department must work. If one department is sick, then what are we going to achieve at the end of the day? Every department must work. You are a teacher, do your job. You are a doctor, do your job. You are a soldier, do your job. You are a police officer, do your job. You are a president, do your job. You are a mechanic, do your job. You are a carpenter, do your job. You are a garden boy, do your job. You are a security guard, do your job. For us to develop as a nation, everyone is important and everyone must work. Not you are a teacher, you are working. The president is not working. The president is working. You are a doctor, you are not working. That is foolish. Every department must work. Every department must work. If the president is working, you are a doctor, do your job. You are a nurse, you are a marketeer. You are a sweeper. You are a cleaner. Do your job. But in this country, a president is working, then the sweeper is not working. How will the president work in the office if the cleaners are not cleaning the state house? State house must be clean. Garden boy must work. A cleaner, a sweeper must work. The police must manage the state house. The clerks must do their job. The president must do his job. That's how it is for the nation to develop. Everyone's effort is important. But you are a doctor, you are sleeping. You are a nurse, you are sleeping. You are a carpenter, you are sleeping. You have got a butcher, you are not doing anything. You are a fool. This is the time all of us to work to develop this country. So I call upon President Hakainde Hichilema to begin to check those who are sleeping and those who are not sleeping. Because Umutu could expire. Somebody was sleeping in that office. Somebody is not working. Somebody is not working. Somebody is not working. But when I tell Hakainde Hichilema, the pressing that they come on me, they are forgetting that I'm also a president. I'm the president of the grassroots. I've got 181,000 apari pejo pomretambira. 181,000. Sit drama. But every Jim and Jack can come and follow me. No, this is politics. Serious business for the nation. This is serious business. Running a government is serious business. Because if you are running a government without being serious, other department will kill people. Agriculture ngatakuri, abantu kufa nensala. Abana kurwala malnutrition. Kuchipatala ngatakuri umuti, abantu kufa. This is how it is. So every department must work. Every leader must work. Why should we pay Hakainde Hichilema money every month? Why should we allow Hakainde Hichilema using taxpayers' money, driving from community house to state house more than 9 kilometers? Per day is spending more than 50 kilometers to and fro every time. What about this in Tuareg? When we calculate, they are spending money on fuel because they want to go and work to state house. And you want us to fear. Because when I speak, no, you are going to jail. We don't fear the jail. Hakainde never feared jail. Michael Sata never feared jail. Rupia Banda and these others, our forefathers, they never feared jail. They spoke the truth. We are not going to stop talking because there is jail. We are not going to stop talking because there are police officers there. No, we should talk. We are not going to fear the police. We are not going to fear the jail, prison, in the name of to shut people to stop talking. No. We are here to speak. For the truth. Let it be done. To speak the truth. Let the will be done. We shall continue speaking the truth. The government of Akainde Echilema should stop persecuting opposition political parties. Because ama opposition leaders ngabale edna. Barebe kweba tumuntu tamuni hospitala. Akainde ngabale mweba ngare bomba. The reason why mwana wasa bombere because ale umfoma iko satangalanda. The reason why these other governments, they worked, because they were listening to the opposition. Even in South Africa, look what Malema, the way he speaks, and the way they run the affairs of the countries in South Africa. They also listen to the opposition, because opposition leaders, they also live in the community. They speak to the people. They just pick the information from the community and deliver it to the government. Because the minister will be in the office, the opposition will be on the ground. So when the people are crying, they will cry to the opposition. When that minister sleeping in the office, the opposition, they will talk, and the government will listen and act upon what the opposition are speaking. That's how we run a government. We don't run a government like a farm. We don't run a government like a filling station, you know. We don't run a government like when you are fishing, you know. This is a government that should look after the people. People, they need life. But because we, the Zambian people, want to fear. Me, I tell President Akainde Chilema, always I speak, I don't fear Akainde Chilema. If you want us to start fearing him, let him resign. If you don't want us to be talking about HH, let him resign. So that we stop talking about him. As long as he's a president. And him Akainde was talking about, when he was in opposition, he was talking about Rupia Banda, Aleba Bena Guy Scotty, Aleba China Bena Guy Scotty. Alela ndapele rungu atengandrama za boma zifaka party. You are speaking. So you want us to stop talking because there is UPN in the government. And because you, the pressing us, you want to be like those criminals who are in those criminals who are in MMT, who are praising Rupia Banda Pona. Those criminals who are praising Marungu Bapona. And you are some criminals. You want to be praising Akainde Echilema Mubungabwa Dura, Fio Yari Dura. I'm a right load shedding, and you are saying you are telling the president to go in my direction. You don't love the president. You are criminals. You are fools. Because one muntu akwatamano, Akainde Echilema is a president. He's a father of this country. Abananga badila when you are a parent, umwananga adila. Therefore akaputula kwa mgushta. Yo aba umwananga adila munganda. Tamudi umwana lefa ika uniform. Tulamgufua uniform as a parent. Abana badila. Children, they speak to their parents. They know this is my father. So the person we have as our father is Akainde. So when we talk about Akainde, we don't hate him. We tell him the truth. Tuledila, ubungabwa dula, fio yari dula, Lord shedding yaipa abantu. And because you want to scare us, no, you go to jail. You are a fool. The police are going to arrest you. You are a fool. The courts are not there to take people to jail. The police are not there to arrest people in the name of arresting them. No. They are there to maintain law and order. Simple. They are not there because because they are going to take you to jail. How many people are in jail? And the people, it's when you go in jail as a politician. When you are a politician, you go to jail. When we are speaking the truth, God will lift you up. When you speak injustice and they take you to prison, you are talking on behalf of the people. God will lift you from the prison. Because we as grassroots media, we don't come here to insult. Me, I don't learn politics of propaganda. I don't come here to insult the president. It's of the truth. Because they are fools. Anyway, ndikumpanga ndegeba ine mombela mumpanga olekopa futi mombela mumpanga so mudeti maofisha bundles kuno kumpanga ko tule bombela ntibula kufya bundles kai kwa otherwise ndebombela mumpanga so mule ntibula kufisha bundles twalifuma mukalale so ngomelevo kuti menda mashama bundles nipali 0977 383504 ama bundles ya lepo so kondi ni mumpanga so balando kweba tabenda ebaleta makasa ankalamu ero ekibemba kirando kweba ati yakusushe lungu kwendamo so mwebali kumma town mwatinika kwa master 115 mwantimina kwenda mashama fuel ndi mumpanga ndebomba. Otherwise I want to say thank you to you brothers and sisters wherever you are watching. I appreciate you so much for your support. Elo kunoko tuna kukaba katuishinga ni Oktoba nga na yamba na kukaba kumapanga kuno ulekopa ulemona uletamba tuli kumpanga bane. Anyway, brothers and sisters network na ichilama kuno kumpanga. Let me end up my broadcasting. Let me end up my broadcasting. So mwebale tamba mwantuna kovesha fiu na mabandos ni mumpanga ndegeba 2026 game is over. Tato wapata baka inde na wafiwafe kuteke charo so baka mkutusha chapu teko watu wali mpata ka inde chechi awe bonse bali ya mwaisa banga na shala neka Mzambia bonse bali banda bali leko kulanda bali tina ka inde no. Anyway, thank you so much, brothers and sisters. I'm working from the bushes in the remotest areas of this country. So, konsoko mle tambira, muntu minako fesha ama bandos bane. Star 115 # mwatuma, nganika 50 kwacha, nganika 100 kwacha, nganika 500 frafini. Lesapari.